Good morning. We are here at our cabin still, i.e. shed. Hammer and I have been drinking coffee. We're pretty much all packed up and kind of ready. Just sitting here drinking coffee. The girls are all pretty much ready. I think we're supposed to be getting a ride back to town around 9 a.m. where we'll go eat and just hang out for a while until we head back to trail for a few miles this afternoon, which will set us up for our early morning, very early morning in the dark climb and before the snow starts to soften. So for now, I'm just going to enjoy some more coffee, and I'm going to tell you what, our packs are heavy. I've got almost 4 liters of water in it right now and 4.5 strong days of food, and it feels heavy. I don't know what it weighs, but it's more than I want to carry. There's my pack and Hammer's pack. Hammer's pack looks like a refrigerator.
It is. It's all food.
And then this dog keeps barking at me. It wants me to come throw him a ball. It won't let us pet him really. He did let me real quick. The other one back there really likes to get petted. Hey, go get the ball. Get the ball. Hey, go get your ball. Go get the ball. Go get it. So I have, this won't focus. I have a splinter right there. And Roadrunner says she's going to do surgery on it. It won't focus. My close-up camera won't work. There we go.
Didn't I come through this gate? I got it out like this. And now we take it out. It's gone.
All fixed. We are finally at the coffee shop. It took us a little over an hour to get a ride. And we got some food and we're gonna sit here for a bit, and I'm not sure what, but let me show you what we got here. Plus One's pack has a jug of apple juice. It looks like a pea bottle.
I swear it's not pea. It is apple juice.
There's a plug inside.
It's been about an hour since we had breakfast, and now we moved down the way to the only restaurant we have not been to in town. The Evergreen Cafe and Raccoon Saloon right here. We're gonna try to get something to eat before we go back to trail. Not really hungry, but I'm gonna get something anyway, because why not? You gonna get wings?
I think so.
No, if I don't like
Because I had some kids from baseball for Candace coming to miss with floating last night. Ronnie was done. She's done. All her dishes are done. The bathrooms are clean. Floors mopped.
Over to the hardware store so we can and wait for our ride.
We just finished over there at the food place. I had me a quesadilla, and Hammer and Fireball had wings. Like Hammer hammered some wings. I've never seen anyone eat wings so fast in my life. And Roadrunner tried root beer. You have to watch that on her channel. Headed back to the hardware store to hang out for an hour or so till we get a ride back to the trail. Here we is. We'll be back at the Mountain Hardware, home of the best customers and the coolest hikers, except for Hammer. We just played around, did a little pack weighing on this scale, and I have right at 4 liters of water and a strong 4.5 days of food, and I weighed in at 33 pounds with everything, ice-X, microspikes and everything. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, with 4 liters of water and all this food. It feels heavy. I was actually guessing it was gonna be a lot more than that. So we still got a while to go before our ride. All right, starting again. Fireball had to interfere with the first clip. We are back on trail where we left off, and now we got to walk like 4 something miles to get to the next parking lot where we're going to camp tonight. And it's like, I don't know, 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm tired. We've been sitting around the sun a lot. Did the first little climb around the parking lot. There's enough to get me breathing heavy again. And I think there's a lot of people doing what we're planning to do. We met 2 more in the parking lot, met several in town, talked to people yesterday. I suspect there's a lot of people going to the same area to camp and heading up in the morning, which is probably a good thing, especially if some of them get ahead of us and get the get on the snow and make sure the boot tracks are good before we get going, maybe. Right here is Baden-Powell. So I'm gonna get up and over that sucker. I'm a little bit worried about it. Maybe a lot bit worried about it. But we know somebody that did it today. Did what we're doing today yesterday. And she messaged Roadrunner and gave her the lowdown. And it sounds like it's pretty doable. Doesn't sound like it's going to be anywhere near as potentially dangerous as Fuller Ridge. So I'm really looking forward to getting these next 2 tough days over, because then we should not have any more snow until the Sierra. And in the next town, Roadrunner and I are going to send our ice axes and micro spikes forward. It will be nice to not carry those for a while.
150 years because electricity just goes away.
We got to our last water. Oh, it's actually, they're in the white. There we go. We got to our last water until after we get over the mountain. It's clearing up actually in the bottle, but it's like white coming out of the faucet. This is a pretty cool little place here. It's kind of visitor center. A really different set of terrain here, like really close, tight trees, completely shaded. It's almost like AT-esque for a few minutes here, feeling at home. Almost to the parking lot. That's the same road, Highway 2, that was closed. I don't see anybody down there now, but there's somewhere around there that a bunch of us are going to camp. And I know there's some people already there, so might as well getting the rest of the way down there. I think we're probably only 0.2 or 0.3 from it.
But it's been really good.
There's my bed for tonight. This road is Highway 2, but it's closed right there. All right, let's talk. So we're here at the base of Mount Baden-Powell, which I believe is named after like the founder of the Scouts or something. And I'm gonna level with you. I'm kind of nervous about tomorrow. Okay, this is, just to be specific, this is the Vincent Gap trailhead. So apparently the situation is from this parking lot, it just switchbacks up 4.5 miles. However, apparently once you hit snow, nobody does the switchbacks, and intel is there is no boot track at all in the switchbacks. Once you hit snow, the boot pack is straight up. Now the good thing is we do know someone that did it today. Their group split up. One of them did it, the others all did the road walk. And she said it's doable. There's a couple spots that she said you don't want to slip on, but for the most part, we think it's not going to be nearly as bad as Fuller Ridge. What it seems like the majority of people are doing, and some guy that was just doing a bicycle ski thing and got back to the parking lot was telling us, he said, oh, don't go up there, do the road walk. So on this closed highway, there's a 20-mile route that goes around the mountain, and the PCT crosses the road again. I think it's about 20 miles, I don't know for sure. So it seems like most people are actually taking the road walk and routing around this, but we're going to try it. My thoughts right now are, I'm hoping I can just do it, but if at some point I'm not feeling comfortable let me rephrase that. If at some point I'm feeling like I'm in over my head, I'm gonna back out, and then I would have to decide, do I do the reroute on the road, or do I flip around it and wait for the snow to melt, keep hiking north, and then shuttle back down and connect the footsteps? I don't want to do any of those things. Both of them would give me a continued footpath. But I really want to do a continuous footpath north if at all possible. So I'm hopeful that we can do this in the morning. But the other thing is we're carried a lot of water. There's no water onto the other side of the mountain, although there's probably snow melt somewhere. So I have 4 liters right now. My pack was really heavy with full food and 4 liters of water here. So I am not leaving here with any more than 2 liters of water, and we'll just ration water tomorrow. I think it's better to have a little lighter pack. I'm also gonna eat a little bit of my food, try to lighten that a little bit. I haven't slept very well the last 2 nights, so hopefully I'll get some good sleep tonight. And we are going to get up at 3 a.m. with the plan of hiking by 4 a.m. so we can summit before the sun really has a chance to re-soften the snow, because our micro spikes will grip better when the snow's hard. But this clip is way too long, so I'm gonna stop talking and go get some dinner, and I'll probably be back in a bit. We have had our dinner. All the chores are done, the teeth are brushed, and people are starting to get into their sleeping bags, and it is like 10 after 6. So I don't know. Hopefully I can get to sleep early tonight, but so far, even hiking, it's hard for me to be going to bed at 6 p.m. The sun is still kind of bright, hasn't even set yet. So I'm gonna leave you with one beautiful view of the mountain behind us and tell you good night. We'll see you tomorrow.